God. Ow, my head. Hello? Testing. It looks like everything's back to normal. Huh. Well, if everything's back to normal, then I guess that means I have to do a new video. Well, let me just look for something to review. Hello everyone, I am the Lexo623, here's another video from me. So, in case you didn't see my other video, I just teleported back from Cloud Shadow's house. Oh, my head hurts. But anyway, that's besides the point. We're back, so we have to do a new review. So, I'm uploading this the day after my Blazing Saddles review, because I just want to. And, hey, did you like that new intro I made? Yes, I finally have editing software so that my videos won't look completely terrible. So, with that said, let's go right into the plot. So, the movie we are reviewing today is Batman Ninja. This film came out on April 24th, and it is a very interesting movie. But I will get into that later during final thoughts. So basically, the plot synopsis is Batman and a cast of villains, including the Joker, are transported back in time to medieval Japan in this groundbreaking anime feature. Yeah, that's not a big plot, but basically this movie has a lot of stuff. So basically, Batman, his little journey is that he's trying to stop the Joker from doing whatever he's gonna do, which is basically trying to take over Japan. He also, in order to do that, he allies with Catwoman, and also all of the Robins show up later. So the plot of this movie isn't very big, but it's more of where the plot goes that's interesting. So without further ado, let's get right into the characters. So now we are going to be talking about the characters. So, Batman Ninja has a bunch of Batman characters, obviously. And I'm just going to go through basically the main characters, so Batman and some of the villains. So, first off is Batman. So, in this movie, Batman basically goes on a journey to find the Joker and all the other villains and stop them from taking over Japan. And Roger Craig Smith delivers a great voice acting role in this, and I'm talking about the dubbed cast. I'm not going to talk about the Japanese version, I'm just talking about the American version. But, yeah. Roger Craig Smith does a great job as Batman. You can hear some of the anger and desperation in his voice. So next is the Joker, voiced by Tony Hale. Tony Hale also does a great performance with the Joker, and in this movie, the Joker is just like insane with the laughter. Like Tony Hale got the laughter down to a T. I think he did perfectly. So next is Tara Strong, who played both Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Now, Tara Strong is actually in quite a lot of animated stuff, especially DC animated stuff. She is the voice of Raven in the Teen Titans series. She voiced Barbara Gordon in The Killing Joke. And yeah, she has done a lot of very famous roles over the years. So she plays Harley Quinn and she voices Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. When Harley Quinn first showed up, I could immediately recognize it was Tara Strong. Because, I mean, Tara Strong's voice is very recognizable. So it was pretty obvious that that was her. So next is Grey DeLisle. I'm not going to try and pronounce her last name, but it starts with a D. She voices Catwoman. So Catwoman in the movie was pretty good, I think. Her character was in the film a lot. She was in there very often. And she was basically the supporting one of the supporting characters, but she turns on Batman later in the movie. And yeah, that's partly her role. Next is the Penguin, voiced by Tom Kenny. The Penguin doesn't have as big of a role in this film. He's just kind of another one of the side villains. So he's another, like, one of the people that's trying to take over Japan, but what's more interesting is that it's Tom Kenny. And in case you don't know who Tom Kenny is, he is the voice of SpongeBob, so he is very iconic. So next, the last person we're going to talk about is Will Friedle, who voices both Red Robin and the Red Hood. So the Red Robin, I don't remember as much about him, but I remember the Red Hood. There was this segment, like, I think halfway through the movie, that was hand-drawn animation, and, like, Red Hood was in it. So basically, they go up to who they think are the Joker and Harley Quinn, and, like, Red Hood's just like, I know who you are. Just give up your true identity. Reveal yourself and stuff. And then basically the thing there was they actually forgot who they were and became like farmers. Joker and Harley Quinn did. And the segment, the animation is wonderful, but of course you can't have Batman without the Joker, so basically at the end of this little segment, the Joker and Harley Quinn have these, like, things planted that basically turn them crazy again. So I think some motorcycle was just driving around. But anyway, those are the characters. So the performances with the voice acting in these are just great. I really enjoyed this. So let's just move on to my final thoughts. Alright, so closing thoughts. So the animation in this is very incredible. The animation style actually reminded me of Borderlands, which I'm very fond of, especially the animation in that and how unique it looks. Like, it didn't look exactly like Borderlands, but at some points it kind of reminded me of it. So this film hits a lot of weird points, like, there's a really weird scene at the end. Okay, the climax, basically, is the Joker and the villains all combine in this sort of Power Rangers-like robot. And then a giant Batman made out of bats fights it, and that is the climax of the film, and it's just so weird, that part. It's very strange and very interesting, I think, and it is a really great film. I think if you're a fan of Batman, then of course you should check it out. Now, this film also has Gorilla Grodd, and he plays a big role. The only reason really I didn't talk about him was I couldn't find him on the little app I use, but Gorilla Grodd plays a pretty major role in the movie. So yeah, when I first saw the trailer for this movie, I was just amazed, and I thought it looked incredible. So anyway, those are my closing thoughts. This is the Lexus 63, signing off.